It says it's still streaming and recording. I'm gonna stop this. Okay, can do. I'm gonna keep working on the commission though, because I have 3 I gotta do tonight. So I want to try and get through, finish some up. Hey guys, sorry about that. It used to be you could, and now you cannot. Part 1, part 2. Ugh, I keep goofing his mouth. He's got a surprisingly difficult mouth because he's got thin but prominent lips. I mean, it's been fun, but it's also been a challenge. Yeah, it does seem like it just restarted, like, because it's at like a minute 33 seconds now. Yeah, wow. I had it popped out. I'm not sure if anybody can hear me. Because, like, it's my mechanical keyboard. Okay, good. Just wanted to check. Okay. Good, 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 good. It doesn't really matter if I can't, as long as you guys can. Honestly, when it loads, I'll pause it. Because I was not. Alright, fixing his mouth again. But we're gonna get it this time. Millionth time is the charm. Oh, you know what? I read his manga and I really liked it. He did the Gray Ghost, and I could see the panel where he did it, and I'll tell you, his redraw, as crazy as it looked, fit so perfectly there. He was right to redo it 7 times. Oh man, ramen with eggs is my jam. Sometimes I will soft boil and marinate eggs just so that I have them for ramen. I want to learn how to make tea eggs. Sounds like you had a good visit to Taiwan, Don. You know, just because I can't get something right the first time, it doesn't really bother me. It's getting it right eventually that's really... what matters, I think. Gee whiz! Ouch! Oh, cool. Alright, have a good evening, Catherine. Get some sleep. Stay out of trouble and fights. It already seems like you're doing that. But I hope you continue to stay safe. Ooh. Going way back though, t-shirts, Tanner. That sounds like it's gonna be a lot of fun. It is... I have to look it up. I'm so sorry. It is Cullen Rutherford from Dragon Age. Oh, thank you, Kathy. I appreciate you saying that. Well, you also have to keep in mind, though, how much time it takes to get good at it. Or even passable at it. There's so many things that I can't do because I sunk that time into learning how to draw instead. Like things I really wish I was better at. Plus, as long as you enjoy creating art and enjoy the process, then it's not... None of it is a waste because you've derived enjoyment out of it. Have you tried something like Redbubble, Tanner, that does print on demand? Just for now, like to keep your costs lower? You'd make less money from it, but you also wouldn't have to worry about printing your own shirts or keeping them in stock. I believe Heidi has said, though, that their quality is kind of eh. So maybe Redbubble isn't the best idea. Yeah, see? And honestly, I think the time you're spending devoting yourself to nursing is... You can do so much good for other people with that. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, cool. All right. I think that's one of the things I'd really like to do differently is not manufacture so much of my stock myself and not have to house my own inventory as much either. Of course, then... Yeah. Joseph said basically you want to draw for someone else. Yep, that would be it. I don't think there's anything wrong with feeling that way either. Ooh, Nursing Week. And yep, Mother's Day is Sunday. I feel like that ties in really well together because both are professions that require a lot of strength and the ability to be considerate and caring and nurturing to other people. Yeah, Tanner. Sounds like a plan. That's because you have a lot of siblings, right, Tyra? I think she has earned those presents. Aww. Means you have to make her something, Hema. That's so many presents. So many siblings. Holidays at your house must be a lot of fun. Joseph, was Raccoon good on the way to the vet, or did she, like, yowl? Is she watching the stream, too? Little bit. Aw. She cute. Okay, so I'm gonna let his bottom lip. There we go. I'm gonna let his bottom lip dry and then I'm gonna redo it. But I'm gonna set this aside for now, and we're gonna start on 2B from Near Automata, and there is some really spicy stuff, so I'm gonna click that off. And we'll go with these two reference images. But, whoa, the chat, it did move. Do I prefer streaming on YouTube? So the only other place I've ever really streamed is Ustream. I have a lot of friends who stream on Twitch and they like it, but I update my YouTube channel pretty regularly, so I like try to keep it all together. Yeah, what Joseph said. Oh yeah, she is still young. I do like how interactive Twitch streams are. I like how there's all this opportunity to engage people and for people to engage with you in kind of more interactive ways than the chat. I think that's really cool. If my streaming ever got bigger, I would definitely look into like if this then that sort of objects to make my stream more interactive. Oh gosh, I'm sorry, Dawn, but I agree with Joseph. She did get to see you walk at least. I'm sure she was incredibly proud of you. And probably still is incredibly proud of you. Alright, I'm gonna set him aside to dry. And I'm gonna take a stretch break. And I'll be right back. Oh, and probably clean my table with it. Urza. Good evening. Yup. Yup, yup. I do think that doing like quick commissions on Twitch, like the ones I do normally with the color pencil and stuff, that could be a really fun thing. Well, if you're enjoying making paints, though, that's really... the enjoyment part of it is really the reason to do it. Yeah, it's all games tonight, isn't it? Because my last one is Danganronpa 2. I can tell you. So Chiaki Nanami and Komeda, and the people who commissioned me, they want to be drawn as them cosplaying as these characters. And one of them was already in cosplay, and the other one was still working on their cosplay. So it's kind of a hybrid between drawing the characters and then drawing the people cosplaying as the characters. What's neat too is I think all three commissions have like heavy spot blacks, and that always looks really nice in black and white like this. Oh, for sure. I'd love to draw the girls from Catherine for you. We still need to play Catherine 2. I want to play Catherine 2. I know Joseph does not, but I really like Catherine 1. I was What? I feel like the Persona kids probably watch anime. Oh, okay. Bad. It's wrong. Yeah, that's what I noticed too, is that I was having some, so I paused it. I hope it runs better for people. Comcast is ridiculous. That is not what I wanted that to be. Yeah, there's an otaku character in Danganronpa 1, remember? Oh. Oh. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, would you drop a link to Catherine 2? I'm pretty sure it's there's Catherine 2. I swear I didn't dream it. Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot more anime characters that play video games than there are video game characters that watch anime.
But that might just be like it's assumed that they watch anime because if it's a game from Japan, that's something more mainstream than it would be in the US. So like it's like just saying someone watches TV. Maybe.
I think they just announced it. I don't think Catherine 2 is out.
No, no, it's not out. They sorry. Yeah, they're still working on it. I didn't mean to give the impression that it's out.
Remastering the original. That might be what they were talking about when people said Catherine 2 was coming out, but I don't know. There's no mention in the wiki.
Can you approve Tyra's link?
You
I'm
can.
I've clicked. Okay, somebody got it. I clicked it like 3 times and yeah, it's. Sorry about that. Ooh, your sister sent you some good stuff. Oh. know. I swear I saw pictures of it. I mean, maybe I dreamed it, but which would be pretty ironic since, like, most of the gameplay in Catherine, most of the puzzling gameplay is when you're asleep. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everyone, for getting your hopes up. It probably just was full body. Oh, that's a tough one. Usually I would say Howl's Moving Castle, but no, Whisper the Heart. Although I also really enjoyed Kaguya Hime. So I guess it kind of depends on what mood I'm in. Yeah, one of those three. Are the Marco Renoir, are those the, is Jerry's carrying those? I feel like I've seen those. Ooh, Grave of the Fireflies. So many tears. So much cry. If you like Grave of the Fireflies, you might enjoy Tokyo Magnitude 8.0 because it's not as sad and it's very heartfelt and heart-wrenching, and it's still about sibling, like relationships between siblings. Hey, Pumpkin King. How's your evening going? Is it 2.0? I thought it was 8.0. Like an 8.0 magnitude earthquake. Oh. No, I haven't finished it because I have a younger brother and it's about an older sister who has to look after her younger brother, and then an earthquake happens and it keeps them from being able to return to their family. And watching it, like every episode I've seen, which is the first 3 episodes, I cry for like 2 hours afterwards. Not because such terrible things have happened, but just because it's really heartfelt. Oh man, Spirited Away is a great movie, particularly how they draw the food and how they draw the bathhouse. Ooh, good picks, Kitty Cat's Village. I feel like Spirited Away is a great movie if you're trying to introduce someone to Ghibli movies and you don't really know what they like, because it's just a great movie. Well, I get where you're coming from with that, Tyra. It's definitely referring to that practice. But I feel like just taking it that way is a little bit like, you really, I don't know. I feel like it's you're missing out on so many of the themes of like kind of growing into who you need to be and kind of taking responsibility for your actions and chipping in and helping other people and finding out who you are on your own terms. This girl has some crazy long arms. Oh no, for sure. I love her design. I'm just like, I'm drawing her arms and like trying to figure out where everything goes. And she's got, oh, they are long. They're like longer than normal. She's got monkey arms like me. She's got long arms. Heck yeah, girl. At first I was like, am I drawing her wrong? No. I need to rewatch The Cat Returns. I saw it before I saw Whisper of the Heart, and I feel like I didn't really know enough of like the backstory to enjoy it as much as I could have. Like, I feel like if I rewatched it now, I would like it a lot more. Oh, yeah, I know what you mean. Control and scroll. There we go. Yeah, sorry about that. I've been switching between this one and this one. But this is helpful for me anyway because I can see it a little bit better. Is the joke master you or Tanner? Fair enough. Oh man, how did I forget about when Marnie was there? That's such a good movie. There's an opening quote that from Anna about in people who are in the inside circle and people who are on the outside circle, and how people in the outside circle can never be on the inside circle. And I swear that's what made me start crying, and I didn't stop crying the entire movie. Oh, you really should try watching it again, Kitty Cat's Village. Uh, Whisper of the Heart. No, 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 no. I switched over. Sorry, I was talking to Kitty Cat's Village. Which I imagine as this like baller yokai cat village where they all walk on 2 feet and they wear little aprons, very like Pom Poko. Oh, wait. How do I deal with bossy clients? Like when I draw, don't do it like this. Ooh, that is a really good question. I can kind of chat about that while I'm doing this now. So normal, and we can talk about it more in depth later on. So I do a variety of different commission types, and convention commissions are one of my commission types. And I will fill them at the show. And I usually ask my customers to come back later And the reason for that is it's hard for me to draw, make eye contact with them, and do sales all at the same time. So that helps to some extent with the bossy clients who want me to do it one way and not another, because usually by the time they come back, it's finished, it looks really good. They didn't have to see any of the ugly stage, any of the underdrawing, any of the unfinished stuff. So, you know, we kind of skip some of that. But sometimes they, like, for example, I'm sketching this in non-photo blue, right? And sometimes it's like, oh, well, why are you doing that? And it's one thing if they're just asking why. I don't mind telling them why. The non-photo blue is because it's easy to drop it in Photoshop after I've inked it. But sometimes they don't want me to do it like that, even though all of my commission examples are like that. They don't want that at all. So sometimes I will offer to do it in another color. Maybe they just, you know, they want pink or they want red or they want something just not that blue. That's fine. I definitely always use colored leads for underdrawing. So, you know, as long as they're willing to be flexible, I'm willing to be flexible. But if it comes to like larger commissions outside of cons and they want it done a very specific way, I start charging more for it. So I will usually do, so when I do commissions, I will do a sketch or a thumbnail. I'll send them that for approval. That's a good chance for them to give me lots of feedback, lots of input, to tell me what they really want, because that's the easiest time for me to fix things. Then, depending on the type of commission, I'll send them the inks. That's also a really good opportunity for them to tell me if they want like specific colors or if they want the mood to be different than what we've kind of planned. And then from there, I'm either doing it digitally or I'm doing it in watercolor or I'm doing it in marker. If I do it in watercolor or in marker, there's really only so much I can do to fix it once it gets to a certain point. I am just not really able to do that. If I'm doing it digitally, I start charging for revisions. So if you don't take advantage of giving me corrections during the sketch phase or the inks phase, you've kind of lost your window for corrections. And sometimes if it's like a complete revision, I will basically charge them my sketch price for the first one and then suggest I will either not comp them, what's the word, pay them back for the difference, or they can put that towards redoing the commission, if that makes sense. I really don't like doing that. I pretty much only do it for customer satisfaction, you know what I mean? Um, but it's not something, I think I've done it one time. It's not something that happens often. A refund, thank you, Momo. Because you okay, so like, it's one thing when people like my art style, they think it's cute, they want to see their favorite characters in that art style. I understand that. It's another thing when they're commissioning me because I am literally the cheapest commission option at the show, and what they really want is for me to draw like somebody else. And when it's in that instance, I start quoting astronomically high prices because I really want to deter them from doing that. Or I'll just flat out tell them, no, I don't do that. I'm not going to do in somebody else's style. You can go hire them. Anyway, I hope that was helpful.
What do you say when people ask what they can get for free?
Nothing. You can get my business card for free. You can watch my YouTube channel for free. You can take one of my panels at the show for free. You can read my webcomic for free. I do have free things. And I really don't mind customer feedback either. I don't want it to sound like I don't like it or I don't invite it. I like feeling like when I do like a larger commission that it's a collaboration between me and the person who's purchasing it, because then it feels more personal for them, and I really want to do everything I can to make it feel more personal for them. But there's kind of a difference between collaboration and them drawing the piece using my hands. And if they're like upfront about it, I might not even have a problem with that. Fill it in, spot black. I think it's gonna look good like that because it's gonna be more graphic. Her clothes will be, yeah. That's one of like the plus sides of doing these commissions at home is I actually have time to fill in all the spot black, whereas at a con, I usually have like 45 minutes that I can work on a commission before I have to move on to the next one. Also really glad I didn't try to fill these at Cherry Blossom because it was so wet. I don't think I would have done nearly as nice a job as I've been able to do. Sorry, I'm catching up on the chat. I get the same thing too, Momo, and we can talk about that in a moment. I definitely get where you're coming from, Ishmael. I really like watching other artists draw as well. And when I commission other artists, I really try to tell them as little about what they're doing as possible. I tell them enough for them to be able to do it. And I like to see how they interpret the art. Oh my gosh. Yeah, what Joseph said about Cherry Blossom. So the thing about charging less for art is it can be a really good way to kind of hone your skill and I don't want to say necessarily build up an audience because it doesn't necessarily help you build up an audience, but it's a good way to like practice your craft like an apprentice kind of thing or a journeyman kind of thing before you're ready to charge higher prices. But if you charge too little, it is very hard to get people to pay more for your work later. I used to do $5 sketches. This was quite a few years ago, and they were underpriced then too. But it was also because I wasn't super confident in what I was doing, and I was also doing very, very simple sketch doodles at cons. They were like little dot fries or My Little Pony style commissions. So they were very simple, but people kept trying to get me to do more complicated pieces for the same price, which eventually I just kind of yeah, they would have tried to get this for $5. Yeah. Uh, yeah, penciled. Which actually like doing inks more. They look so much better.
Yeah, you probably spent what, 30 minutes on the sketch? Longer?
Mm.
The stream restarted right around when it started.
Yeah, that's when it was restarting.
So 48 minutes.
Yeah, that's the thing. I charge about $15 now for single character ink sketches, which is still kind of low on the low side. But I really try to get them done in under an hour. I try to get them done in about 45 minutes. So if you're going to charge very inexpensive prices, being very fat, huh? Crank them out. Get fast. That's right. Get fast, get furious. Yeah, doing the little $5 sketches that the way I did, I just really couldn't make any money. And then you're always going to get people who try to get you to do more than what they paid for. I do draw mechs on occasion. I actually like mech anime myself. I used to do MechaCon every year to sell, and only a couple of people bought them because mech wasn't necessarily super popular, despite that being a mecha con. So I don't do as much mech as I'd like to. I'd actually like to do like a bunch of Metal Gear Solid stuff because that's my jam. Not sure if the stream's back or not, so it's easier just for me to just type. Oh, oh man, yes, yes, Gundam Wing was definitely many things to me. I can't watch it without cringing now, but we're watching Gundam Unicorn, and I really want to watch Armor Hunter Mellow Link. That looks awesome. It's in the Votoms universe. Oh man, SD Gundam. I feel like they really captured drawing cutesy mech. I just wish they hadn't been. They were like little sentient Gundams, right? Like I kind of wish they hadn't been. But the art for that show is really cute. I love seeing like really cool or weird mech designs like the Pisces or like some of Xeon's mech designs. I love seeing those translated as cute chibi kind of things. But see, I kind of like the old utilitarian stuff. I feel like Gundam has gotten really ridiculous and over the top. And like when it comes to like G Gundam, where that is the point of the show, I'm all about it. But I'm also, and this is like sacrilege for a Gundam fan to say, I'm not into the political intrigue like at all. I just want to see cool robots fight in space. I think my favorite, if it's not G Gundam, I really like 0080 because I like the exploration of what war does to communities. War in the Pocket is also really good too. Basically, anything where you have like an average Joe or average Gen character who pilots this awesome mech suit but also has to deal with like serious emotional trauma. That's usually where my heart lies. Like watching Char forever chase the ghost of Amuro, you know, meh. Do you know what I would really like to be commissioned to draw some Vanillaware chibis. What's the one you love so much? She looks like Odette, like the Swan Princess. She wears a tutu. She has a sister who's a cool witch who died trying to save her. Valkyrie. That's it. Thank you. Yes. Yes. Sorry, there's so many Valkyrie games that my brain was just like, no, not thinking tonight. So what I would really like, and if no one's gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. I really want mech where it's just people using mechs for like everyday things. So maybe like after the war has finally ended and civilians are just trying to repurpose these giant mechanical things that have been left on their land. I just want to see mechs kind of like used for farm work or used for construction. And I know they're shown in like the background in the Gundam series, but I want the series to be about that. Like peaceful use of mechs, repurposed war ordnance. I don't know. Like it's like this like life goes on kind of idea. Humanity goes on and we rebuild. Like something that's like kind of Ghibli-esque where you have like a lot of beautiful greenery and lush environments and like a lot of quiet moments, but with mechs. Yeah, that's what I've heard. I need to get a hold of it. Or I guess watch it on Crunchy. It's probably on Crunchy. Ooh, hot rod style mecha. Oh yeah, yeah. If you like what I do, if you find it useful, helpful, and informative, hitting like and subscribing would help me out a lot. Um, I don't know if you guys are aware of this because I really wasn't, but when you're still under 10K subs like I am, you're just not eligible for a lot of the cool things that happen on YouTube. Your voice kind of gets drowned out. Ah, sorry about that, guys. Woo! Oh gosh. You and bad puns. I don't even know what's going on with Comcast. It still said it's what for you? I am so sorry we're having so many difficulties, but I really appreciate how patient you guys have been with this. I'll have to have stern words with Comcast. No, I won't, because they'll never even talk to me. I did a Bayonetta commission last year that I really liked. This is kind of putting me in the same mood, I guess. Cool female character, lots of awesome spot black, high contrast. I wonder if I still have a scan of that one. Hey Nora, good evening. Ooh, yes, Barrett, that sounds awesome. I feel like we could be due for another good mech resurgence. I just want to see more people play with the genre. We've been watching Love and Pirates, and we got to the farm episode today, and I really liked that one, especially the older lady. Did she? Oh, cool. I thought it was love. I thought it was Love, Death, and Robots. But it seems like it's all different animators, and they're all kind of playing with the notion of, you know, humanity and robots. Do you know the name of that particular episode? Oh, cool. Okay. I really liked it. Like, I would have loved, like, it's like this 60-year-old woman piloting a homemade mech suit, and I'm just like, yes, here for it. Give me something to aspire to be when I grow up. You did. Hey Terry, good evening. Oh no. You found my weakness, a cool dude who's actually quite vulnerable. Hey Madeline, good evening. Oh, wow. I apologize if that... I'm not doing it on purpose, though. I'm not in... No, it's just Comcast hates us. That's kind of like what Costume Quest does, and their Gundam-esque costume is my favorite. It's so hokey when you're not in a battle scene, and so adorably cool when you are. I know, it's so cute. I always loved too when like cosplayers would make mech suits out of cardboard. It's very time consuming to do it, but I think it looks really cool. Didn't somebody do that? They made a mech suit out of Goku hair. What con was that? Otakon? Really? Comic-Con or Hamicon then? How have you been, Terry? was like cardboard Goku hairs that they were giving away as like con swag. So yes, it was probably pretty spiky. I was impressed by the ingenuity of doing it though. That is some true con boredom. Never question deleting Facebook. Do you feel like talking about it or you want to be distracted? Okay, I think she's done. Oh, man. You guys have been such good company, too. Really appreciate y'all being here this evening. Okay, we have one more to do, and it's our dadgum rompers. And I kind of want to do it on a bigger sheet of paper. Ah, thank you. So I'm going to leave these out for now. And I'm gonna go dig for a bigger piece of paper. I'll be right back. And also take a stretch break. I just want to do it on a bigger sheet of paper, give myself actual room to draw them. All right. Now, since I am drawing real people, and also cosplay. I'm going to have my reference of them off camera just to be considerate. Make sure everything's kind of lined up. Ooh, fancy advanced videos. Let's see. I need good costume reference. Oh man, her figurine is so cute. Ah, perfect, thank you. That is something I really like about Danganronpa, is they always have really good character reference. Yeah. Hmm? Ugh, phone wants to be difficult. Oh yeah, please do. And I will send you, I'll email you a scan, like a clean scan too. Someone else is going to have to answer that question because I've been watching the Let's Dub Project play Danganronpa and they haven't gotten to DR2 yet.
It's famous sometimes.
They do? Yeah, but I don't want to watch just a stream of it. I want to like watch it. You know what I mean? Like watch the episodes. Because they did a really good job with Danganronpa 1. All right, Ishmael, have a good evening. And I have not played any. I've only watched the Let's Dub Project do it. Oh, I can do longer legs. I have room. They do a really good job, though. I really liked, what was it, 999? 9 days, 9 hours, 9 minutes, something like that. And they weren't really that happy with how it turned out, but I thought they did a really good job. It was,
They weren't happy with the beginning.
I didn't think he was that bad. I liked it a lot. I thought they did a good job with it. And that was a game that I would never have made time. Oh, Hema, if I could fist bump you. Oh my gosh. Okay. Ugh. Who's your favorite though? Asahina or Sakura? What? I'm not gonna. Sakura is my favorite. A good din, Terry? Wow, I cannot talk tonight. I'm sorry. I'm going to din after I finish the stream. You take them as a set. You should cosplay as Asahina. It would be so cute. That is okay. Terry, you missed it when I said that my meal for today was 3 strawberry toaster strudels. No judgment here at all. And that might end up being my dinner as well. Although I really should not do 6 toaster strudels in one day. Oh my gosh, do it, Hema. No, I meant I am not judging you. See, that's healthy. An apple and a banana, that's healthy. Okay, so it's not on camera, but the pose has them doing a heart with their hands. And that's going to be tricky because not only am I doing it in my chibi style, so the hands are really big, but the heart hand thing is always kind of hard for me to do. So it may take multiple tries. I've done it a few times though, so that's why I sketched the heart. Oh, see, it's not going to look like a heart. I'm trying. Huh? Sorry. I thought y'all couldn't. Hema, I would totally be your Sakura if I could, but I am not that cool or buff. I wish I were, because Sakura is the best. Okay, y'all cannot see my phone anymore. Yeah, I see where the camera is now. No. Twirl my camera or twirl? I know. It's loose tonight. I need to put another O-ring on it. That's fine. Yeah, they are. But that was like, and it was also not in the chibi style. And the only reason I'm bringing it up is because like I do the really big hands, so I need to like just pay extra care and attention. Also, though, Prince Soma's a hottie, so you know, makes it easy. Okay. And I promise I will eat after. It might be ramen, but I will eat. Are you offering to make red beans and smoked sausage?
I'm just gonna throw them in a pot and let it heat. You know what I mean? And throw some white rice in the rice cooker
Put some Tony sachets in.
with the rice.
No, with the beans.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, Joseph is going to feed me. Maybe. Yeah, I think you're right, Hema. And Terry, yes, it is delicious. There, that's a little bit better. Yeah, there we go. All right. I was just overthinking it, getting into my head. Thank you, Hema. Hey, Jill, good evening. It's good to see you. I'm working on commissions that I took while at the Cherry Blossom Festival. I'm on my last one. We've been talking about food and video games and Gundam. A lot about Gundam. And Joseph just offered to make me some red beans and rice, which I sincerely appreciate. Ooh. What kind of stuff have you been coloring, Urza? That's right. I'm the only one who gets to talk here. Although maybe in the future we can theoretically have a voice chat thing going on in Discord while the stream is going on. It's a thing to think about. And I can already see Kino Kitsune from here shaking her head being like, no, no. Oh, you're on board. I thought that would be like, it's gonna be a logistic nightmare. I'm definitely down to do it if you guys are down to do it, especially if you think it would be more fun for y'all. Fair enough. It wouldn't be an every stream thing either, I promise, because I tend to get overstimulated and then my brain just goes into shutdown mode for the evening. So I couldn't do it every time either. But I do think it would be fun, especially maybe during our critique streams. Ooh, cool. So next week I'm not doing a stream because I'm going to be out of town, but I'll be back the week after. So are you saying that Joseph is not welcome to chat, Kino Kitsune? Is that how you're gently excluding him? He's not even here to defend himself. He's making me red beans. Hey, Andrew. Good evening. Welcome. Got quiet. I guess it's time to start talking about food again. My excuse is that I'm drawing very complicated hands. Nope, you don't want to voice chat?